To today's sponsor, 3D Classic Car Parts. They make 3D printed truck parts for your classic truck. Check out 3dclassiccarparts.com. I'd like to film like one video of you doing a burnout or something. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it right now. If you know.
Yeah. Ford F100 World Podcast. Ford Trucks 24/7. A builder support community on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and podcast. Want to know more? Join, follow, like, and share. No commercials, just Fords. Welcome to F100 World Podcast. I just want to say thank you to you guys for listening. If you're watching as well on Spotify and YouTube, we really appreciate that. Just hang on till the end. We're gonna be doing something pretty cool at the end of this. We kind of do things that might get us in trouble that I personally never seen on a podcast or heard. So we're bringing in Mugg Customs, and we're going to talk a lot about what's really trending with these trucks, what people are doing in modifications. I sort of like the techie type of podcast. We're also bringing in a co-host, Cody Pogue from CP Customs, and he's done a lot of this stuff. Really want to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, 3dclassiccarparts.com, and I really hope that you enjoy this episode. Give us a comment, give it a like, give it a share. Keep those steel beauties on the road. Enjoy. Cody, CP Customs, man, before we bring on Mr. Mugg Customs, I want to talk to you a little bit about your company. You and I are friends. I know all about your stuff, so I'm going to ask as if I don't. But can you explain what CP Customs builds?
Really just specializing mostly in the Vic swap stuff. I'm going to try to branch out into doing some other chassis swaps, other drivetrain swaps as the opportunity arises, you know.
Right.
Primarily just focusing on keeping these old trucks on the road.
Which is, you know, I wanted you on this podcast because we're talking with Mugg Customs, and he does some of the similar stuff that you do. And I kind of thought, sure, you know, it'd be good just to kind of bring you in and do that. What about, I know you have an Instagram, isn't it? F100 Family or something like that?
I believe that's what it is. Honestly, okay. My wife takes care of that one, so I'd have to look it up myself.
So, right. And you're in the Missouri area. What town?
We are just south of Joplin, Missouri.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, let's get into this podcast. I appreciate you coming on, and I hope I want to do more podcasts with you. So you know a lot more about this stuff than I do. The whole Crown Vic, turbocharged, Coyote, stuff like that. So, all right, cool. All right, man, let's bring in Mugg Customs. Hey guys, welcome to F100 World Podcast. We've got Mugg Customs. We got Blaine Paulus, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
How you doing?
And good. You and I ran up to you at the Texoma, which is actually behind you there, show, because your truck was awesome. It was a fridge, and I loved all the stuff that you did to it. That's how I found out about Mugg Customs. I wanted to ask, actually, how long have you been doing Mugg Customs?
About 2 years under that name, but I mean, it's like the rest of us all my life. So, yeah, about 2 years solid.
That's when you decided you're like, I'm going to do a shop. And
yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Are you full-time at it or part-time?
It's close, man. It's close. I work Mondays and Tuesdays at a Honda Power Sports dealership in Decatur, Texas. And I hired on there as after sales and service manager. And the owners of that place are super supportive of the whole YouTube thing. And they're like, just do what you got to do.
Right.
If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's great too. And they've been, without them, I couldn't do it. Let's just put it that way.
Really? That's cool.
Yep.
My brother works for a dealership as well. And the fact that they're working with you is like really, really awesome. You know,
they're one of the last.
They want to work you guys for sure.
Yeah. The last mom and pop power sports dealership in probably Texas. I'm not sure where you guys are located.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Wise Honda in Decatur, Texas. If anybody needs a Honda.
Decatur, there you go. That was my next question. Where are you at? So, do you just build Fords, or do you work on other stuff, or do you do other work on things like maintenance or whatever? Or
I don't. I'd say 96% of the stuff I build is Ford related, but that's just because that's what I like.
Nice.
That doesn't mean I haven't built Chevrolets and I won't work on a Chevrolet. Yeah. I've got a clean OBS Chevrolet that I'm about to sell, but
paycheck's a paycheck though, like whatever pays. But I'm really glad you said Ford.
F100s, F3s, Fox bodies, Broncos, whatever, man. It's all small block Ford to me.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about the Crown Vic. I want to talk about your '78 Bronco that you did something pretty unique to. You're 43. I know it's bagged, that type of thing. And then I believe you said you had like claim to fame is, Crown Vic stuff. You got a Fox body you're working on, and then the 57 F100. Out of all those I just named, let's start with your favorite build so far. What's your favorite one?
My absolute favorite that I will never get rid of. I've already told my son this. This is going to be your problem. Do with it what you want. But it's the 48 F3. That was my father's truck. I've had that truck in my life since I was probably 8 years old. I actually remember learning how to smoke cigarettes by digging cigarettes out of the ashtray when I was a kid. How you act like you smoke cigarettes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have the nerve to do anything to it until after he passed. But then once he passed away, it's like, okay, really? I'm the alpha here. This is my truck now. We're going to hack the frame up. We're going to bag it. We're going to C-notch it, 4-link it. And which in hindsight, I wish I'd have done it when he was still here because I feel like he'd enjoy it now.
It probably lit a fire under you as it became an in-memory build, you know what I mean, to a certain degree. So sometimes that's what really gets you going. Because, the reason we love these trucks, Cody, you can vouch for this. It's we grew up with it. It's the smells, it's the, memories. Like this guy, Cody, man, done racing, your dad or somebody owns transmission shops. It's just all about that.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood. So yeah, we've had the slick side since my dad was a little kid. There's pictures of my dad and like baby pictures with a slick in the background, And so, and in fact, my truck, the reddish brown one there, I've had it since I was 13. Kind of the same story, Yeah. Grandpa gave it to me, and we worked and tinkered and played in different engines and stuff. And after he passed, it was like, okay, I've got to nail down a build, and we're gonna go out and enjoy this thing. And it's the same way. I wish I'd have done all of it sooner so that he could have enjoyed it with us more. But it is what it is at this point. So get out and enjoy them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So what all did you do to your truck?
To that one, to the 48.
Yeah.
It's still a factory frame, but I did C-notch the back, and we did a triangulated 4-link, and then it's got a Mustang 2 front end. And then in typical Mugg Customs fashion, a 93 302 with an AOD out of a Fox body with just about every bolt on.
So early. Did you do the later AOD or the early one?
It's the manual valve body.
Is it? That's the one I get too, for sure.
Yeah.
So on, do you like 4-link or what do you think about 3-link? If you were dabbling, I guess
it depends. It depends on the application, what your interests are, or what the purpose of the vehicle is, rather. How about that? So if you're talking about at a drag strip or, beating the hell out of it, I'd do a 4-link all day long. But if we're bagging something and, just concerned with how it looks, the 3-link's fine. Both of them are well. If you do them well, they work. So
yeah.
I experienced the 3-link once with these guys in the Gateway Classic. And what?
When somebody says I experienced it once, like you're not doing that again.
Well, yeah, right. No. I meant like, I'll be honest with you. Like I only knew about 4-links, and then I drove a truck with a 3-link. And despite what you just said, which is funny, that I actually was really impressed by it. But it's so much more metal, a 3-link. You know what I mean? A 4-link, especially the type that you did, is just there's less to it, but yet you get just as much function, if you will, maybe not weight distribution as a 3-link or something like that, but a lot less metal, that's for sure.
Yeah. And there's no panhard bar, and there's no, you have adjustment when you need it on the fly too. It's real easy to crawl in there and adjust 2 links if you got a tape measure, and if you need to adjust the tops, that's easy also. I don't know. I wouldn't even try to get into that with a 3-link because I'm too old to be laying around on the ground that long anymore.
How old are you?
53.
What? You're 53?
Wouldn't have guessed that,
dude. Yeah. Dude, you look younger than both of us.
Well, it's
I must not be aging very well, because if you're 53, like, my God.
Man, my dad lived to be 98. And the only thing that ever slowed him down was COVID shut his gym down. And once that happened, he couldn't go work out. And actually, that's what we named the shop after. Mugg was his name. So,
really? I didn't know that.
He was a World War II veteran, stormed the beaches of Normandy, just trying to keep his name relevant by naming it that, to be honest with you.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Cool. Why'd you go Mustang front on the on the bag truck you're talking about?
I'd never done one, to be honest with you, and it was something that I knew would work because I wanted to bag it, and it was just way too narrow for any even consideration of a Crown Vic deal. So it's like, screw it, let's just send it and see what happens. And it worked out great because I could set, the cross member where I wanted it in the frame. I knew I wanted it to lay on the ground, so I didn't. It's one of those things. I don't want to get rid of the frame, but I'll completely wreck it where it's not even remotely close to what it was. That
Yeah.
deal.
Do you have it nearby?
Yeah, it's right over there. I was still balancing the whole, this is my dad's truck. It's, like I got to be respectful here. And then, now it's just an absolute, I'd drive it anywhere, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's like right over there. If you want to see it, you want me to take the phone over there.
For the listeners that are watching the video, let me see it.
Right. The listeners that are watching the video.
Listeners.
And let's see. This is new. I'll just turn the phone around. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking I saw. Dude, that patina
that's
is
freaking
nice.
sweet. That's killer.
This is the way it was. I mean, when we pulled it out, the beauty about an F3 is it's so damn big. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to cuss.
You're
it's
good.
So big, even when it's on 4 flats, it's still a foot off the ground. So it has, no rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That metal was different back then too.
Absolutely.
I like the seat.
Yeah, my buddy AJ did that. I'm sorry, did I just hang up on you?
No.
My buddy AJ did that. He is a phenomenal interior guy. That's the factory seat, actually. It is.
And he just reshaped the whole thing. That's cool.
It's 100% foam. It's curved to my ratchet back, and no springs in it at all. He shaped the foam, had me come sit in it, make sure it's what I wanted, and then put the bolsters in place for me, because we both knew this truck's not going anywhere. It's lined out. It doesn't move. I don't want it to move. You know what I mean? So
you got it
I think
perfect spot.
what I'm going to do next for this is I'm literally going to try one of the electric AC and heat setups with the electric compressor and see how that works out.
Yeah. Somebody told me to do with AC. Yeah.
That's something I want to do on mine. Just with the remote condenser and the electric stuff. I think it'd be awesome.
And that part of it is what fascinates me, like the ability to put it anywhere and
exactly
get in and get used to, okay, I know it's a kit, but I still need this and this and this to make it work on everything.
Yeah.
I feel like you could make a lick putting those on vehicles.
Yeah.
And it's just like this is the Bronco we put on the Crown Vic stuff. And it's a beater, man. It's just pure fun. But as you can tell, I could throw one of those right under that ghetto dash that we put in there.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you did something really unique to this Bronco you just mentioned. You put a whole Crown Vic chassis underneath it, or?
Yep. Yeah, I think if I remember, we shortened, it's like 10 inches, 7. It was an ungodly amount of the frame. We shortened it to make whatever the wheelbase math is. I don't remember. It seems like a blur, but yeah, and it's a beast, man. It was a civilian cop or Crown Vic, so it didn't have a limited slip. So we just welded the diff solid, and then it's got a 2-step on it. So for no reason other than just to hear it pop, I put just some aftermarket Summit Racing specials, and then it's got a little seatbelt bar for the harnesses. And for me personally, on the Crown Vic stuff, I can't do the Crown Vic dash in the older vehicle.
No.
I can't tolerate it. I get why people do it. Trust me, I'm not bagging on anybody. Build your own stuff, sure, but for me, it just kind of kills the whole vibe, the whole point of the swap. So when we do these, I try to make them. I try not to cheat them. I try to cut the frames, make them the same wheelbase. And I can show you what we're doing on this 57 even.
Yeah.
We did the same thing to the Explorer. Cut it. Sorry, I got chickens and they're making other chickens apparently.
People think I'm just hitting a sound effect button or something.
Right. Those aren't fake. And it's been raining for 2 days, so we're not annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
that's cool.
It's on Explorer. Yeah, but the wheelbases are even, that looks skewed, but that's the way they are on a 57. That's the way that 59 is over there.
Right.
There's a wagon that I bagged, and it's one of the YouTube vehicles that everybody complains that I don't work on it. It's a wagon, country sedan, 62. I think. Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
this is the Pro Charge truck.
There's the one I remember.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that one.
Same
That's
thing.
the one you
AJ
took to
did the seat in that
Texas.
one. Yeah. Matter of
Nice.
fact, get some of that.
Hey guys, there's my sticker on his truck. Woo! That's awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Didn't you have something in the back of that fridge truck, like a compartment or something like that? I don't remember. You showed me some stuff.
Yeah, it's got license plates covering the holes, and then put
That's
one
cool.
on a hinge for the fuel cell.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, heck yeah.
Did you go with one of those just aluminum? What would you call that? Just eBay special types, or did you go build it yourself? Or
actually, we use Evil Energy for everything.
Yeah.
They actually hooked up with us on the channel, but I was using them way before them. The reason I first started using them is because they made Earls and fittings that were black. You didn't have to have silver, red, and blue, and you could hide things. You know, it was cool. But the quality, I've never had one of those not do exactly what it was marketed as. So, as far as leads, performance,
that's what I run on all of my stuff.
I don't know how people cannot. I mean, at this point, but there's the Pro Charger.
So what? I've seen the videos of that truck. What are the what's some of the details on it? Is it a full VIC swap, or is it what's some of the details on it?
This truck is actually 100% F100. It's straight axle steel. It's leaf springs in the back.
Really?
Now, granted, there's only 3 of them, and I'd say 2/3 of them are snapped in half. It needs a 4-link bad, but it's got a 9-inch in it with a spool. You know, it's raunchy too. It does have front disc brakes. It's a Speedway kit. It's got a SIDS drop axle. The front leaf springs have been reverse arched, but they're damn near straight, if not bending the other way at this point. It does have power steering kit. It's got the I think that's
heck yeah.
I can't remember the brand. It may be the it's not LMC, but it moves CCP, I guess it is.
Okay.
Power steering conversion gearbox, and then it's got a Fox body power steering pump because of all the Fox body crap.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It is a 5-speed
I like that.
truck.
It's not NA, that's for sure. I like that sucker.
That thing there is it's
killer.
Is that a Paxton or a Pro Charger? Or?
That's a Pro Charger, and it's funny when I called Pro Charger to see just some info because I bought it used like everything else, and I gave them the serial number. And they said that is an old supercharger, man, and I just laughed. He said it was in for seals and bearings in 2008. That's the last time we had it, and I was like, okay, sure, let's throw it on.
Yeah, absolutely, send it.
Yeah,
and so it's got a world-class T5 and Holly Terminator X running everything.
Heck yeah,
super fun.
You build things like I do. You're like, I put a 2-step on it. Oh, do you race? No, I just want to hear it.
No,
that's totally how I do it, you know?
And then this week we picked up this for the Tetanus or Fox body build, a little turbo kit. I'm pretty excited about that. A little on-3 kit. But that's it, man. That's the tour.
I'm curious on the Explorer because this truck over here, we did a VIC swap on it. I did all the chassis. And it's my daughter's truck, and I got in trouble because she actually wanted 4-wheel drive and I did the VIC. What is like on the Explorer? How hard of a swap was that?
We just want to say thank you to today's sponsor, 3D Classic Car Parts. They make 3D printed truck parts for your classic truck. Check out 3dclassiccarparts.com.
Honestly, with the exception of shortening the frame, now keep in mind we haven't driven it yet, and this is the first one. But to this point, you would be shocked at how close everything is to factory F100 stuff. I would not be surprised if that's the go-to for us when we do these moving forward.
Really?
That one is the 2-wheel drive. They make it's all-wheel drive, I think. I don't think it's 4-wheel drive. I think it's all because if I'm not mistaken, Ford was in bed with Volvo a lot back when they were building those. But it's got independent rear. You're still having bed floor clearance issues like you do in a Vic, but it doesn't have that horrible Crown Vic. I say horrible.
Yeah.
It was built to be a car, not a pickup. So we
Right.
can't really bag on it. But anybody that's done it knows what I'm talking about. And there is still some floor issues in the bed. But the cab in the front end is completely mounted where it's going to be on that. The bed is in the front. It's just tacked to the frame so it doesn't move. I still have to build rear bed mounts. But when I build stuff, if I stay on something longer than 3 or 4 weeks, I just shut down. Like I can't be in the corner. So I have to change to something else. And that's why we're on the Fox body.
Gotcha.
If
now,
you wanted a
you
full
said,
drive, that would be cool.
Okay, because I'm kicking around going the newer F-150 swap to get the Coyote and stuff. Is that, I'm assuming that Explorer is going to be a 4.6 car?
It is. It's a 3-valve 4.6.
Okay. Heck yeah.
And we went through and put all new phasers and whatnot because the donor that we got only had like 56,000 miles, but it had been parked for 3 or 4 years. It carries like, and to be honest with you, we bought the donor vehicle for $250. So what's $600 in timing components?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's already tore apart. So it's not like you have to pull the motor out to do it. The vehicle's out of your way.
Yeah, so, dude, Cody, that would be great to make that 4-wheel drive for your daughter, dude.
No
it's like
kidding,
kind of
no
a nice
kidding.
In between, and cheaper.
I'm assuming you'd want it lifted like a 4-wheel drive, right? Some, at least.
Yeah.
So
she's wanting like she's wanting like 31 1250s or 1050s maybe. Nothing crazy. I'm trying to build it economical for a 16-year-old girl to drive every day kind of thing.
I feel like the all-wheel drive would be better for that. The all-wheel drive would be nice, if your 16-year-old daughter's driving in the snow or something,
Exactly. That's something I'm going to look into.
Off the road, I don't know how an Explorer would do, but yeah. What's up?
What is your truck on? Isn't it on a chassis?
It's this one over here. No, it's a stock frame with it's a 07 Police Interceptor front end. And then it's a 4-link in the back, and I put QA1s all the way around it. So,
nice.
Cody actually knows the guy that put the frame underneath my truck, Dennis Weingartner, Farm Truck Racing, Texas, and it's a 2002 F-150 chassis.
Okay.
Did they shorten that at all, or is it the way?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he shortened it. It was kind of an interesting build in that way. He didn't build it. He kind of built it sort of like your 43. It wasn't like in the memory build or anything, but it was more of like, I'm just going to do these things to it. I like it. It's not going to be a necessary representation of anything or whatever. It's just something I want to do. And he got it from a friend and just built it as like a pre-runner. And then it pulled and pushed and all that stuff, his drag cars at the time. And that's just sort of how he built it. But man, that's the best vehicle I've ever had. But yeah, that's another thing, Cody. Yeah, that's another thing you could do, Cody. Just get like a 90 or 7 or 2002, and just ask Dennis what he did,
Exactly. Dennis built this one here before I kind of got into all the, doing the full swap myself. Like I can do all the hard stuff, all the suspension swaps and stuff. But I was like, I took it to him. I said, Dennis, I want to get it back running and driving, and then I'll go from there. And we've put 50,000 miles on the thing in 2.5 years, and I drive it every day. So, but love them. Love the swaps. So do you
actually, what made you do the Explorer? Just an idea? You just had it? And
I'm a cheap bastard, Craig. I mean, there's no other way to put it. When the donor car came up and, I get a call, hey, you want an 08 Explorer that runs and drives? No, it's $250. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's sold.
And we had the truck already. And when I went into it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. But if because we built Mary Jane, which was the 59, the green truck. It was at the Roundup. It was on a Crown Vic. But when I went at that, I was like, I'm keeping the Crown Vic firewall, and then I'm gonna use the dash out of the truck. So out with the firewall, out with the floor. This truck was too nice to do that too. It's a custom cab truck. It's got the big back window, and it's solid.
Yeah.
And we got a title to it. It was a nice truck. And this goes back to how the dimensions are close. I can literally unbolt the cab in the front end, and it'll still bolt onto an F100 chassis. Like there's been nothing cut out of it. And even the steps and the doors fit. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those frames, if you get past the emotional conflict of, I got to cut this frame in half and just do it. Just cut it in half.
Yeah.
It's a $250 vehicle. When are you ever going to have that opportunity that you can afford to mess it up? So cut it and send it, and
We just want to say thank you to today's sponsor, 3D Classic Car Parts. They make 3D printed truck parts for your classic truck. Check out 3dclassiccarparts.com.
I'm so glad we did, just because there's a lot of things about those two vehicles that are similar, like sketchy similar, like kind of like the Crown Vic front end being, the exact same width. It's like, did they really change that much, from the 50s to that, wherever we are now. So
I guess one of my questions would be, do you happen to remember, without looking it up, do you happen to remember the wheelbase on that Explorer? Because she's wanting to keep hers as a long bed truck. So I would be going the opposite direction. I'd probably be extending the frame to fit the wheelbase.
It was a little shop Vic. It was 113.7.
Gotcha.
If I remember correctly.
Okay. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Did you build that for
enough where we had just barely enough room to put a step in it, when we shortened it back together. Because that's
you just built that for fun? Or are you going to sell it or what?
It's actually Carrie's, one of the guys that really helps us. He's part of the behind the scenes stuff. I built a 64 F100 for him. I've been friends with him since he was probably 18 years old, and it's on the no limit chassis. It's that Caribbean blue or sea turquoise. I don't know what color it is.
Sea foam, whatever. Yeah.
Sea foam. Okay.
Blue, green, whatever. Yeah.
It's pretty. You know what I mean? So we had a history there. Me and David actually went and picked the truck up for him. He was in Colorado, and he calls frantically, and there's an F100 I got to have. I go, whoa, tap your brakes. That gets expensive. I don't even know what you're talking about, but don't talk like that on my phone. I said, calm down. And he told us where it was and gave us a budget. He's like, go get it. And so we did. And it sat out here for a year. And then, like I said, when we came across the donor, ran it by him. He's like, yeah, let's take a stab at it. I mean, I'll spend, I'll invest $1,000 in it to see if it works. So that's what he did. And that's where we are. So
that's really
it's been cool. It's my son helps me a lot with that, and in turn, this thing is still growing. It grows every day. What pushed us to turning it into a business is my son's a senior in high school. Work release. That sounds like prison, but the work program. It's career prep.
Don't mess with your son. That's what
nothing against people in prison or getting out of prison. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So needless to say, it had to be a legal entity for him to work for me. Right. And we had to, cross some strings, and we get audited, and the teacher comes out, and I pay stubs. And so you're pushed into that realm of nonsense. And, but it's working out, man. I can't complain.
That's awesome.
I think about it going to sleep. I think about it when I wake up. I think about it on my days off. I woke up today, and my wife says to me, hey, it's Kevin's birthday. And I'm like, what day is today? And she gives me the date. No, what day is today? Like she said, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys can relate. Like, I'm juggling multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I'm kind of like you are. I still work full time. I'm a Class A driver, and I kind of a similar situation. My boss come to me a few weeks ago, and he's like, if we're slow, he's like, I know you're building stuff in your shop. He's like, just go home, and I'm like, heck yeah, so we're doing the same thing for, 35 hours a week at work and 50 hours a week in the shop, it feels like. So,
right.
I'm not a builder, but if I was, I'd be up a creek, because UPS would be like, no, you're not, you're working. There's no, we know you do this thing on the side. We're going to help you. They're going to be like, be here or you're fired. So I'm just like, I got to work on weekends. And if I am able to get a day off, it's like it's like they betrothed it to me. It's like I'm supposed to be thankful for it, or vacations, which, it's just like, so you guys are over here like, my boss is awesome. And I'm all like, my UPS, anything. They're just like, no, we need you. You're just a body that needs to work. Exactly. So you guys are lucky. That's awesome. What would you say your claim to fame is? I'm kind of guessing what it is right now. But what's the thing that you think you really specialize in?
Yeah.
Is this a general, like in the car world, like in what we're talking about here?
Mugg Customs, like what do you for what you build and stuff?
It's got to be the swaps. I mean, the swaps have been what grew the channel the fastest. And when I dabble getting off to that script, with the exception of the Fox body stuff, it never works. So in the real life, I never really, this is going to sound horrible, but I always devalued that. I always looked at that like, man, that's cheap. That's a give up. And then you do one and you drive one and you're like, oh, I get it. You can't deny the value in it. And so I take that and I try to tune it to the way I would want it. You know, like it goes back to talking about, I don't do the Crown Vic dash. I can't mix the interior. I've got to cut the frames. So the customization is still there and it feeds that niche and your soul. But I don't know why anybody wouldn't have at least one of these things to beat the hell out of just to drive it, because you can't break them. And if you do break them, you can go right to O'Reilly's and get whatever part you need for it.
Exactly.
I think that's the real selling point really right there is, you know, ease of just parts, you know, because if you have a whatever chassis from some company, it's like, you know, I can't beat on it because I got to call them, but you know, that's cool. So the chassis, you know, from what you do, and you've done front Crown Vic, you've done full chassis, you know, I agree with the whole part about the dash, not dissing, like you said, anyone that has done the dash on the Crown Vics. But what would you say to someone who's thinking about doing the full chassis swap would be like the hardest part? What would be the thing that they need to hear and that would help them out?
The hardest part is mental for me, especially the first couple. If you go into it with the mindset that you got to get the best of everything, you're going to nickel and dime yourself worse than just building a traditional hot rod. And just have the mindset of, I'm going to cut this car up. Like, don't worry about it. Just get it gone. The reality of it is, if you parted that car out, you could probably pay for make what you paid for it. With the YouTube channel, I didn't have time to have Crown Vic parts sitting around everywhere. So it was just turn and burn. Then once you get through that, it's still a mental game. When something comes up, something doesn't work out, you know, you work on this thing for 2 weeks, you're making all this headway, and you go out there and one day it doesn't start. Well, it's okay. Like, it cannot start. It's fine. Like, it ran when it got here. Don't freak out. It's something you did. Figure it out. Most of the time, it's just a ground. Those things are linear in the wiring harness, and they freak if they have one ground out of line or one ground. And when you're cutting a section of the car off that used to be where the ground is, there's a good chance you're going to forget to hook that ground back up to something. So I don't know about you, Cody, but like, that's the biggest issue for me, the mental side of it. It's not the money or the time or the effort. Because the reality of it is, you do one or two of them, it's like going to college. And Carrie tells me this all the time when I get self-loathing and down, which is a lot. Like, dude, just chill out. Like, you haven't been at this 2 years, and there's people that would, you know, it's going to sound super arrogant, but would trade for you in a minute. They've been trying to do this for 5 years. Like, just enjoy the process, dude. Get back to, if you don't feel like working on something for a week, park it. And, you know, and that leaves the 3 weeks off, and I'm sitting on the couch eating bonbons. So I don't know that that's necessarily good either. It's a matter of finding that balance. I guess just stay grounded.
Yeah. I can attest to that. I think this one here, it's a 69 that I'm building for a friend of mine. And we did the wiring, we did everything. And I'm not wiring at all. I suck at wiring. And so tackling the harness was probably the biggest thing for us. And fortunately, my wife's got a cousin that's like electrical genius kind of guy. And he came over here and he helped us work it out. We used the factory Vic column, so we didn't have to do any of the PATS delete. And so now the truck's going to have tilt steering, you know, and he was able to make all the switches work correctly. And, and I think for me, that was a big learning thing. Cause like I said, my truck, we put a universal wiring kit in it and then powered the control pack, you know, so it's super simple. but
That's on the couch.
Diving into that factory, wiring harness is, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I made multiple calls to dentists trying to, figure out what we needed, this and that. And then it was a same way for, the biggest thing for me that blew my mind was, how many things go through the lighting control module. And once we were able to get around that, man, it was simple, so to speak,
Mm-hmm. So the lighting control module is kind of like the intersect of everything, or?
Oh, I mean, there's like the dome lights, the trunk light, like all the even, just any of the small lights even run through that same module, and once we figured out how to get around that, it freed up a lot of stuff. It made it a lot simpler.
What about you? Have you did a lot of wiring on those Crown Vics, or do you just rip it all out and start fresh?
I have done a lot. I get nauseous every time I do it. I don't care how many you do. I can remember the first one me and Dave did, and it was literally cut this wire, start the truck. Okay, it still runs. Cut this wire. Okay, it still runs. Cut this wire. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, all that goes to the door. Whack, one big whack, and he's like, "Whoa!" And it's like, don't think about it. Like, just it's like cutting your hair off.
Yes,
really.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And a lot of the way we get to where we can use the factory dashes are, I try to streamline the Crown Vic stuff to where it's just engine management and transmission. And then I will buy a universal 12 circuit or 16 circuit additional fuse panel and wire it and power the headlights, taillights, all the dash, the radio, anything you'd ever put in a truck. Right. So you basically have two systems, one that gets you going and then one's comfort. And which is basically what Cody's talking about, getting around the light module. It's the same way. It's the same thought process. It's just I'm super ghetto about it. He takes the time to do it right.
No, his cousin does. Or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a cousin that does this. So if I needed to steal a car or something, I got cousins that do that.
You got cousins for that,
yeah, I don't have a cousin.
You can give them work releases too, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's how Stepchild, my red truck, is sort of wired up. I think like they used only what was necessary off of the 2002 F-150 frame. They used only what was necessary, which I assume is a control pack out of the Crown Vic. You know what I mean? Like for running the engine and stuff like that. And then the rest of the wiring is 1964. So they just like cut out what they, I assume Dennis did, just cut out everything that he needed to do and which is kind of if you think about it, the smarter way of doing it. I mean, the right way, people always have a different opinion, you know what I mean, of what the right way is supposed to do. Some people say replace the whole thing with like the most expensive wiring harness out there, but I kind of like how you build stuff. Both of you, like, it's just more about, utilize what you have, and then what you can't figure out, find another way to run it. That's smart, really. That's how
the thing I like. The thing I like is like any of these here, I can still go plug a code reader into it.
Yeah.
And I can pull codes, especially like the 69 is when it's all said and done. If he has a problem, like you said, you can run to O'Reilly's, pull the codes, go, this oxygen sensors went bad. This is why it's running like crap. Yes, there's old school, where you're reading plugs, you're learning how to do it. I can do that as well, but the simplicity of driving these trucks across country and driving them every day, man, there's not a whole lot that beats it, in my opinion.
Totally.
And if you're doing it yourself, the price point is there. It's legit.
Yeah.
Like you can't build these. You can't build something like this cheaper than that.
Yeah. Well, that was one of our things was like, okay, you can send the harness off and get it thinned down, but it's like $1,700.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Or we can spend. Yeah. One of the reasons we went with the Vic steering column was it's $550 or $600 to get the PATs deleted from the PCM.
Yeah.
And it's like, plus now the kid's going to have a tilt steering column, factory key. If we wanted to wire in the power door locks, we could use the key fob and have power door locks, but we left all that off.
Or use your cousin,
Exactly.
The way I
that's fine.
deleted the pads on the Bronco was I just took the key ring and stuck the factory Crown Vic key and it zip tied it and tucked it behind the dash. Just let it exist back there.
That's what's on my truck. Yeah.
I mean, I I don't build nice stuff like Cody. I gotta
I know, Cody.
like,
you're
I got like
next level,
15 of these.
I don't know,
I got
man.
15 of these things. If I just buy door latch stops, I'm out $150. So I can't do
Exactly.
that. We're wrapping tape around it.
Yeah, Cody, you kind of like the whole tuning aspect of it, even though you don't like wiring. You talk a lot about it. I mean, you know a lot about it.
I enjoy
someone that does it right.
Like I said, when I do my stuff, I want it to be. I want to keep these old trucks on the road, but make them as reliable and as simple to drive as possible.
Yeah. And you know what, man, Blaine, you said you drive the 43 daily. I know you drive your fridge that we talked about earlier. I saw at the show.
Any one of these,
it sounds like
you could daily.
Yeah. That's kind of nice about some of this new stuff. I want to talk more about your 57.
Okay.
You mentioned it earlier that it's under what's the chassis again?
The 57 is a 2008 Ford.
Okay, just want to make sure. Cool. Now that one, you mentioned that you put it on there and you were doing it. I saw some of your YouTube videos, which I wanted to talk about, where you kind of dove into some of that. It's an older video now, but you mentioned a lot about how like getting the bed on. You were trying to figure out that. You mentioned the floor is better than a Crown Vic, but what was like the hardest part? Seems kind of easy, actually, the way you've explained it. What's the hardest part of putting, that kind of body on that Explorer? What was the hardest part?
For me, it's just getting, once you cut the frame and you shorten it to the wheelbase you want it, then it's just a matter of making sure you're getting the cab and the front end. That's how I start. I start with the front end and the wheel wells because I'm OCD. And if the wheel wells are off, and typically that's where people that are builders that when they don't shorten them, that's where you see it in the wheel well. The front wheels maybe push back or forward, and the same with the rear. The bed gaps may be a little off, which is fine. I get it, and I get it. I'm not bagging on anybody. Let's get that out in front. Just for me to be able to sleep at night, that has to be right. The rest of the truck could look like ass, but that's got to look like it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Because when I look at them, that's the first thing I look at on a Crown Vic swap. Is that a Crown Vic swap? Yeah, the back wheel's 2 inches out of spot. Yeah, it's a Crown Vic swap. Still cool, but yeah, that's a Crown Vic swap.
Right.
So I try to avoid that. And so there's a lot of just measuring, eyeballing. At the end of the day, I can put a level on something, but this floor is not square, and I can. I'm not that guy anyway. Let's just weld it, roll out in the yard, see how it looks. If it's close, send it. We'll bring it back in and finish it.
It sounds like every time I ask you a detail about it, you're always just like, man, just go in and figure it out. Hey, what's the hardest part of this? You're like, I don't know, man. Just go in and figure it out. Just start cutting.
The reality is
that's a builder.
Just go to work, I love it. And if you mess it up, cut it and do it again.
That's great.
It doesn't have to be right the first time.
No, it don't. Fine. I mean, I'm working on. No. No, I think it's great because I've worked on my black truck, which is kind of a lot like the fridge that made it that I saw in Texas. It still has its stock suspension, and I've worked on that thing for years. Cody, you worked on yours for years.
Oh yeah,
it's just about trying something that didn't work, try something else, type thing. But sometimes it's like, what do we do? Like I'm not a builder, you guys build, but like I just tinker and build my truck. But what do you do most when you try to find something or how to do it? Maybe so you don't make mistakes. You go to like YouTube, you know what I mean? You jump on Mugg Customs or whatever, you know what I mean? And see how they did it. And that saves you time. Or, maybe, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna try something different. That's why when I ask questions about that, I'm just like, what's like a secret, but the reality is just dive into it, figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not a hoarder of information, mainly because I don't have any, but if anybody has any, like I'll answer, and my son can attest to this. It'll be 10:30 at night, and because I'm an idiot, I'm the guy that puts his phone number on the YouTube channel so people can, text me or call me, and because I don't care. Like,
questions, really?
Yeah, use it at your own risk. But I'll respond to everybody. Like as long as I can, I will, and I do. And I got friends in Arizona, I got friends in Canada, I got friends in California. Never would have talked to these people if it wasn't for the YouTube channel.
Oh,
you know what it is? So it's like you don't know how many people watch that stuff. Like we know how much we use it, but like there's a lot of people that watch it. I get people tell me, "Hey man, watching your channel really made me and my son get out in the shop. I hadn't been in the shop 4 years, and watching that makes us want to get out of there.
That's what
And
it's
then
all about, man.
I get messages from people that, my parents watch it. My dad watches it because he can't do it, but you remind him so much of how we built stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was building things,
Yeah.
Because I'm cheap, dude. I am cheap, cheap, frugal, next level.
That's awesome.
I all these cars are related because there's parts on it that have been on the other ones. It's dirty up here. Yeah.
Dude, that's how I build. I mean, I just find something cheap or free and try to make it work as best I can, My black truck, I bought in a few new things. Like I got the speaker headliner, but I also found a rally pack Mustang, put it on my console, just things like that. F600 gauge cluster, that's a common thing for bump sides. I'm talking about the black truck, just I kind of like finding something and over here and being like, oh, I'll just make that work. And it sounds like that's obviously why I like your stuff, because I look at it and it's just kind of a creative way to figure out how to do that, I
appreciate it.
Kind of like, yeah. What about tell us more about the 78 Bronco. I think it's going to be more, that one sounded like you had to cut a lot more for that, or no?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just the length was, the cuts are the same, but it was just the distance because the Bronco's even shorter than an F100. So you got even more to take out. And then where I have it, as far as rod height, the wheel and tire package that I wanted to run, there was some sectioning of the fenders and the rear quarter panels. I actually took about, I'd say whatever that is, out of it and pushed the wheel well up.
Whatever the space is between my finger and the thumb.
Whatever this is. Alan, the guy that puts on the F100 Roundup, actually gave me the Bronco. He's like, dude, just do something with it.
Really?
He rescued it out of a field in Texarkana. It was, from what I understand, it was literally just the body sitting on the ground rotting away. So the rear quarters were shot. I did buy actual quarters, and anyway, I wanted it.
You bought something new?
I know, right? It was 2 panels. Of course, they didn't fit, but I had to cut them.
Of course not.
And, but it's super rad. It's so fun. And you get just the conversations of you ruin that to.
Yeah, that was my next question.
The coolest thing I've ever seen. Those people, I'm one of them, but the Bronco enthusiasts are I'm leery to take that to the Roundup, to be honest with you, because you may some of those.
Oh, your sound went away. Yeah,
I lost him.
Let me reload.
There we go.
There it is.
So anyway,
So you're afraid to take it to you're afraid to take it to Texoma?
Let's just say I'll pay attention at Texoma. I'm gonna take it. I'm not afraid.
Someone throws a pop can at your Bronco because they think you.
Yeah, what is that gonna do? That's like throwing a grape at that thing.
It's like on the Facebook group, I've seen a lot of people kind of hate on people putting two-wheel drive anything underneath any of the Broncos, and I'm just like, man, why is that? It's like, I guess I get it, but also I'm like, why are you so upset? Kind of thing.
I know, right?
But attention's attention. So
yeah,
if that's what's making you that mad, then you're winning. Okay, you got it.
Exactly.
You won. It's fine. Yeah, you're right. I'm a total whatever. But yeah, that's wild. What? So Crown Vic, right? On the Bronco?
Yes.
Still the 4.6, or did you put a little 302 in it, or?
Nope. 4.6, 2-valve. It's got a line lock and a 2-step, and it does ridiculous burnouts. That thing is a monster with the welded death. And what's funny is the rear quarters are not they're just stitch welds, so smoke will literally come out of the welds even when you're filming. It's the perfect YouTube vehicle.
Wow.
It's got.
Can they find some burnouts at your YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good. Hey, if I come down to Texoma early, how far away are you from there?
Maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
Dude, Cody, we should head down early and do some burnouts with them. I mean, I'm not going to do any, but I'll be in your truck while you're doing it, Blaine. Yeah. My truck can't do burnouts.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And also, are you going to make it to the cruise on Friday before Texoma?
It's usually always a mad scramble when we go to that because we're typically trying to get 3 or 4 trucks up there. But I think this year I'm just going to drive one and actually go to enjoy it. Just, instead of setting up tables, because it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to do all that, but you don't, you're pinned in. I can't, I can walk around and stuff, but you can't enjoy the show. And I really like that show. I've gone to it pretty much every year. I went to high school with Alan, so I grew up in Gainesville. So when I'm there, I kind of like to be there a little bit, what I mean? So I don't know yet. Are you guys doing the cruise, I guess, the night before?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to try to make it. We are going to make it, but we are trying to meet up with some people at Oklahoma and doing the cruise in, because we're from Missouri, and do like a cruise there into the cruise and kind of do that. So we're going to try to do that. But that's what I was saying. I was like, maybe, I don't know, after the show Saturday, are you going straight back, or
I don't have any plans.
Are you staying a night or whatever?
I'll come home just because it's.
Was there anything else you wanted to say on the Bronco while doing the build?
Just do one. If you're thinking about it, just do it. Just literally, it's that easy. Just start one. It's literally the funnest vehicle I think I've ever built. It's not the fastest thing. It's not the nicest one, but it's you let anybody drive it. I took it to the Brown Brothers, and Hudson literally drifted the thing and did everything. It does all, and you don't have to worry about it. I mean, it's cop cars and taxis were built out of these things for 15 years, know, and there's a reason for that. It's indestructible. And, I've probably got a motor and transmission in the back of the shop, to be honest with you, if this one ever did go south. They're everywhere still. They must have made millions of those things.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and my 4.6 keeps going, man. Yeah. My 4.6 keeps going.
Keep oil in it. That's the only thing. Keep oil in it. If you do right. Keep good oil in it. You do that and it'll last forever.
Really? Okay. Good oil. Got it. Yeah. What engines do you like putting in some of your builds? You mentioned earlier that you're kind of a 302.
Everything's push rod, HO, roller, 5 liters, just because I don't care what you pull it out of. Typically, if they remotely did anything routine to it, it looks like a brand new motor when you take it apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
The whole Coyote scene and the Godzilla scene, I love, and I hope to have one someday, but there's just something you can't beat about a nice little 302,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I cut my teeth on those when in high school. It was Fox body Mustangs. I mean, from the second I could drive a car till I was probably 30 years old, it was every day of my life was building those cars. So I bet I've had 50 of them. And
I've had
so I just took that. It wouldn't be for long. That's what tetanus was. So
was it?
But yep.
And that's what you call your Fox body? Like, tell us about that build.
Yeah, it's this turd. So I don't know if the Wi-Fi is still working.
That's working so far.
Yep, it literally is a turd. All I've done is the fuel system, put a fuel cell in it, and then the motor and transmission came out of another one, put a cam in it, and then I'm just throwing it together with what I've got.
That's cool.
I'm gonna throw
really
the turbo
cool
on it.
I kind of like the patina on it. That's really cool.
I know, right? It's a beater for sure.
That's cool. Are you building that one just for fun, or are you building it for a purpose?
The purpose is to have fun. Yes.
That is the purpose. Cool.
And it's on the channel too. I think it's got 3 or 4 episodes. So I like putting stuff out there on the channel because it makes me in my head obligate to finish it. You know what I mean? So
you're on a schedule.
Burden. Yeah. And I have all these fake commitments that I don't sleep about at night that I'm the only one that knows about. You're under this assumption you say something and everybody knows that you said. And the reality of it is nobody cares.
I have to do it. I posted it on a YouTube video.
Yeah. The whole world's waiting on it.
The whole world. It's funny. Like, you mentioned earlier about how like you get kind of like don't want to say stress, but you're just think about things all the time, or that you need to do it. The reality is like there's a lot to social media too. It's kind of in the same ballpark as like, there's a lot to it, and you wonder why a video or something did successful, and then why other things don't. And it's kind of the same thing. And I think in a lot of that, it's just, trying to figure out the balance between, I want to make this video and I want to build this truck, and what will people like to watch? You know what I mean? Is that something you kind of gamble with there on your YouTube? Because
absolutely. My struggle is like, this little shop is my safe haven, always has been. This is what kept me in check with the rest of the nonsense, good or bad. I've also learned that it's not necessarily a lot of negative stuff that makes you negative. It's just an overabundance of everything that gets on me mentally. So I would come out here to decompress. Well, it changes your mindset. You walk in, and before you know it, you're thinking, okay, what would somebody want to see when I went in? Yeah, that's not why we're doing this. And you have to remind yourself, just do what you do and film it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Who cares? Like, if it doesn't work out, stop doing it. So up until now, it hasn't not worked out. So I'll keep doing it. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to a point, and it's hard. It is. And I have times I have to just sit back and, if you just have to sit down or go back in the house and not work, but you gotta remember why you come out here in the first place. And if you lose track of that, then it won't be. Yeah.
100%. That's It's like, I could have said it better myself, actually. That's exactly what it is. Cause it's just about, making a video because you want to, or you want to share the knowledge you just learned on what you did on the swap. And then whether it's 500 views or 5,000, you're just like, that was fun, like that was fun to do. So no, 100%. That's cool. What, I assume it's Mugg Customs, but that's where we can send people for Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, right? Yep. And you want people to go to your YouTube, right?
100%.
Yeah. What all can they expect there? Like, I'm curious what transmissions in your Fox body, things like that, or your burnouts. That's what I want to see.
Burnouts, 5-speed in the Fox body, 5-speed in the 57, AOD in the Cruiser, whatever's in a Crown Vic and the Bronco. I feel for that thing because it gets beat to hell. Like, it's
whatever that is, it holds up.
It's Henry. Yeah. The YouTube channel is nothing but fun. It's a bunch of guys that just, this is what we did before the YouTube channel. This is what we're going to do, God willing, after the YouTube channel. It just, I started documenting, and it's going to sound corny, but after I lost my dad was older. He was in his 50s. He was my age basically when they had me. He had already raised 3 kids. They had already moved out. My relationships with them were aunts and uncles typically, until I lived with my brother for a while, and that's when I really got to know him. So when he passed away, it weighed on me for about a year. That's why I was hesitant to even build the 48. And then once I did that, I wanted documentation that my son could look at later at my age. And so that's why I did the YouTube channel originally. I didn't care if 10 people thought. I wanted something he could have that's tangible that he could go look at after I'm gone. As morbid as that sounds, that was the reason.
No. My dad's 82 now, and I realize that that recording of him leaving a voicemail might be the only real recording I have of his voice, except what's memory. You know what I mean? Because he's not on social media. He's not, there's no videos recording. So I can totally relate to that, where I'm just like, it'd be cool if it could be more than just a memory. Like, so the videos there just be like, dude, my dad worked on these cars. Look at this, That's really cool.
What's really cool is he's in a lot of them now. Like, he's helping filming. He's not like, he's not that guy. He doesn't want to be, but he is in it because he's out here and he's helping and he's getting involved with the process. And if I'm struggling trying to carry something, he knows that, set the camera down and grab it, and we'll keep it rolling. Now it's turned into later in life when he watches it. Not only will he see the dumb shit his dad was doing, but now he'll see, oh, look at me when I was 18. Assuming that YouTube's still here in 50 years, which I would assume it would be.
Right. What's his favorite part of doing? Does he just like it when you do the burnouts, so he knows working on the trucks and you will do the cool stuff, or does he like?
I think the funnest part for him, and honestly for me, it's when we shot wheels and tires over the house next door with airbags from all the donors. We put some airbags on the ground, wired them together, speaker wired it, 50 feet because that's safe.
Yeah.
From the pile of airbags, set a wheel and tire on it from a Crown Vic and hit the thing, and it literally went over the house the first time. Like, we had too many airbags.
We just want to say thank you to today's sponsor, 3D Classic Car Parts. They make 3D printed truck parts for your classic truck. Check out 3dclassiccarparts.com.
And then the second one went up and hit the house. And it sounds horrible, but the house is abandoned. It's falling down. I'm going to demo it and hopefully at least put a gravel parking lot to set some of these vehicles in. But that part of it has been fun. And the reality of it is we probably would have never done that if we didn't have a YouTube channel, So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
doing this. I mean, how do you find 10 airbags somewhere? You have to acquire those, and you harvest them, and you grow, and you water them, and then before long you're testing the velocity of a wheel and tire, per 4 airbags.
See how high they can go. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
That's on the channel too. I don't remember which episode, but if you want to see that, pretty comical.
I like to watch the ones where you break down what you're doing to your truck, which I've only seen the ones of the Explorer one, and then a couple others before that. But I honestly, I'm actually looking at it right now, and I just like that fridge, dude. I just really like that. I had both fridges, but the one up there, and it's just like, when you're cutting on frames, I just like that stuff. But I'm looking for it right now. I don't see any burnouts on here. Are they in shorts?
It'd be embedded in the episodes. A lot of the Bronco.
Oh, it's embedded. Yeah. Okay. Then I've seen them. Okay. Yeah. I thought maybe you just did like a 2-minute burnout video or something.
If you had a 2-minute video, I don't know how that works. I guess you could say that you were doing some research and development on the strength of a rear axle to get past the algorithm. But
yeah, you're right. They would flag that, wouldn't they? As a dangerous.
All of the burnouts on my channel were on a controlled environment where the streets were blocked off, and we had permits to do everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. There's one guy I watch. He'll go race, and he's from Texas, and he'll go. All right, we're in Mexico now. No, he's not Mexico. That's like I-95 or something. You just know it's. But he says that just so that it's not
right.
He's doing anything illegal, even though probably local people can be like, yeah, I know where you're at. He's Texas or Louisiana, I can't remember now, but he moved. And I'm like, the amount of time it takes you to get to Mexico, I'm like, there's no way that you did that, But there's an idea for you, dude.
Yeah,
if you're doing anything, just be like, hey, we're in Mexico right now doing this thing that we're not supposed to do.
Right.
So, quick question. I did a T5 swap on my 68. Is your Mustang T5? Is the other one T5 or is it the Mazda one out of the 90s trucks?
No, it's a T5 out of a Fox body. The T5 in the ProCharge truck is out of a Fox body, but it's been world class and all the things you can do.
Yeah,
that thing still, if you gave it the beans, it'd spit candy out like a Pez dispenser. But everything that you can do to one's been done to it. And I've learned a lot of times if you just put a shifter in it.
Really? Oh, we lost you again. Well, man, how you doing, dude? What's up? Yeah, there you go. Right.
Man,
you're back.
The phone call was ringing. I didn't know how that was going to work. So
you're good.
If you don't bend the
T5
shift forks on the T5,
say that again.
Bend the shift forks. If you don't ever let the shift forks get bent inside of T5 by putting a shifter on it with positive stops, it'll last forever. Now, if you power shift them every time you go somewhere, you're going to break them. But my theory is throw it in there till it breaks. If you already got one, and then that'll tell you if you need to upgrade to a Tremec or something.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the short shifter stops where you can adjust those bolts. Is that what you mean? Just do that, and it'll actually help it last longer. Or okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Because I bought mine from a mechanic. Yeah, I bought mine from a mechanic that races Mustangs, and it was like his backup transmission type thing. He never used it though, but he did put some there's T5 World Class Z. There's a couple of these upper level T5s that I know nothing about that he kind of educated me on. So it's got some strong parts in there. But I wanted to ask you, obviously your Mustang's probably still cable. It's got the quadrant, right? Or did you upgrade to
Nope.
No?
I mean, it's all upgraded, but it's all that the cable.
It's still a cable in the
Got the
quadrant.
adjustable quadrant. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
that I added. So I fabricated a quadrant to my I think it's technically a 66 pedal, but to my 68 clutch pedal, and then I ran a cable, and it's a little tight, and I kind of want to when I'm messing with it. I haven't driven it yet, but like when I'm kind of messing with it, it seems really tight. What'd you do to your truck? Did you go with a quadrant, or did you go?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do that?
It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid between the 59, because this was a standard truck, so I had the luxury of a clutch pedal in there. But I took it apart, cut it up, welded it, took the Fox body stuff out of the donor car at the time. I basically put the two together. I don't know how to explain it.
Hold on.
It's a blend of the Fox body stuff and I can show it to you.
Yeah, well, I was gonna. So you're still using some of the Z bar, the stock 60s clutch lever. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. See, yep. I didn't have that on my truck. I had to figure it out.
Okay, that would have been a lot harder. Not that this was easy, but it's got. So I've got the adjustable head.
Okay,
here.
That's what I have. Yes. Okay.
And then I've also got an adjustable cable. So I've got adjustment on the top and the bottom.
Oh, nice.
Kind of ridiculous, but I did that in case this didn't work and I needed a crap ton more adjustment.
Yeah.
So that's the Fox body quadrant. And then I just cut this out of some aluminum.
Dude, you did it a lot better than me. That's cool. Okay. Did you cut up your pedal to make that happen, or did you just use the...
I did change the angle of it. You can see here how it's been rewelded. See how that pitch?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you did it a lot better than I did. I literally just mounted the quadrant on my actual clutch pedal and then run that adjuster thing, the firewall part through the firewall, like right next to my booster. And it works great, but I feel like when I'm really wanting to hit it hard and do some burnouts or whatever, I feel like it's kind of tight. Like it's going to bust on me. You mentioned your cable was adjustable too, not just the part on the firewall, right? Okay.
Yeah, the end of the cable where it goes into the transmission doodad. It's like all thread with two nuts, so you have to set it.
Okay, so I can adjust it there because that's where I was going next. Because I'm like, why is this sucker so freaking tight? Because that's the part that connects to the clutch fork, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, cool. I was like, I really need to figure out this T5 thing. And I thought maybe your other truck had the Z bar. Like, do you know the guy like the Craig 909?
Yes.
The YouTuber. He still, at least he used to, if he still does, still has the Z bar clutch. So the stuff that came on the trucks originally, and so he didn't have to go through any of that. And I was like, dang, I wish I did. But it's nice that you did that quadrant setup because it kind of gives me hope that I won't have to switch to like a hydraulic one or whatever,
Nah, there's ways to figure it out. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just pulling on a cable. It's just a matter of making it comfortable for your foot.
Yeah.
I also thought about getting a shorter. Did you adjust it or do anything to it, the pedal, so that you don't have to have it go all the way up as high as it does? Like, do you have a little bit more of a, lack of a better phrase, a short shift in the clutch pedal? Or do you still have a full range on that?
It should be full range of the quadrant, whatever it was in the Fox body, I would guess. Okay. I never really thought about it. It's never.
I'm having all these little issues that I didn't think I'd have, so trying to pick your brain, but it sounds like you just did it. Now you didn't have any problems I had. So, okay, cool. I'm going to try to get back on that.
Think, though, if that thing's got a problem, just add more boost to it. Put a smaller pulley on it.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Fight through all that stuff.
So, jumping on that, you said it's a supercharger?
Mm-hmm.
And, did you have to build the motor, gap the rings, anything like that? Or are you just running like some low boost on it, or?
Nah, it's belt driven and it has a tensioner. When the belt's new, it'll see 14 pounds, but right now it's probably 12 and a half, 13 on the big end. I don't really twist off on it that much. I do if it's, if there's a reason to, but it's, as far as the motor, it's a 30 over 302. It's a DSS short block, so everything's forged inside of it. But that thing's got probably it's been in that truck for 6 years. It was in a Fox body for 3 before that, getting nitrous crammed down its throat. So it's had a hard life, but it's the heads are studded. It's O-ringed head gaskets. It's got every single bolt on you could do for a Fox body, plus the Holley Terminator X.
Is it a flat tappet?
No, it's a roller setup. Yeah.
Okay. So is it full roller?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a full roller. Nice. Mm-hmm. Like
that's the way
all rockers are roller. Yep. Is it still pedestal?
Yep.
Yeah. I like pedestal better than stud. I mean,
easy.
At least for like daily driving plus a little bit of fun, you know?
Right. Now, to get good cylinder heads, though, you're going to have to get out of that life. But that's got GT40 heads, true GT40s, not the P.
See, that's what I have on my truck.
Hmm?
Yeah, GT40
The only thing I had to do was I had to basically cut up the driver's side header and expand some tubes and make them fit the straight axle, underneath that life. Steering components. Yeah, it's been a monster, man. And the intercooler is all the Fox body parts. I think I've changed 2 tubes. That's set up on a Fox body, though. It runs horizontal, like with the base of the car. I've got it flipped in front of the grill. Mm-hmm. Just channeled the hell out of it as far as the piping. Cut a few holes in the core support to get through there. But it's obnoxious. I mean, it's got a huge intercooler, and if you know what you're looking at, you see it because it's off center behind the grill, and it's got the vibrant clamps right there, all fast and furious. So if you know what you're looking at, it's
that's how you know it's legit.
The gear driven supercharger just makes a sound that you know what it is when you hear it.
Cody, did you think about going that way besides turbos?
I have thought about switching over to a Pro Charger for sure, mainly for the sound. But does it kind of pull some off the engine? You know what I mean? Whatever they call that, where the pulley system running the supercharger sort of like takes away from the horsepower a little bit, or no? They take some, but not. It's not
a huge amount.
I guess you could say it's taking away from it, but it's adding 85% power. So I don't know how it's taking away from it to get the outcome.
Like the same reason why you don't run a power steering pump, because you can get that 2 horsepower back or something,
I can't hear Cody.
I can hear him.
What is it working there now?
There we go. I got you.
Who knows?
Okay. So, Cody, tell us about your turbochargers on your Coyote. Hey, convince him to go to Coyotes now after he's done 4.6s, 3 valves, and 302s.
Oh man, I love mine. It's a Gen 1 Coyote with Gen 2 rods and pistons makes it like 11 and a half to 1. 78 millimeter VS turbo. Like you said, got a big intercooler stuffed behind the grill. Can't miss it. There's no way to hide it. Got an air filter. I put air filter system on it because we're going to drive it down there to Gainesville. Yeah.
You had him at air filter for some reason.
Yeah.
He's like, like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I know my luck. If we take off to Gainesville, it'll inhale a bird or rock or something. So I'm like, I've got to put something on there to protect the turbo. But 91, it's a pump gas motor, should make 650 horse probably. I run a 6R80 6-speed behind it. I want to go to a T56, but just haven't pulled the trigger.
Automatics are nice, but manuals are more fun. Yeah,
exactly. But
I miss the 460 days of track, dude.
Yeah,
you're not a big block guy, as they call it.
No.
I miss it, but the drivability of the Coyote. I mean, I make the same power as I was on my big block, and I get 5 times the fuel mileage and can actually go out and enjoy it. So the trade-off is there. Plus, I'm running a full 4-inch exhaust off the back of the turbo, so it's still loud and obnoxious like the big block was. But like I said, I can actually get out and enjoy it now. So
it's hard to make those Coyotes sound like as good as the 302, just a normal old school 5.0. If you don't put the right exhaust on those, they just sound like a loud tin can or something. I don't know what it is.
That's probably my only real hang up with the Coyote is the sound. We've cruised them. We've cruised both of them together, and wife's like, it just sounds like you're getting all over it everywhere you go. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just driving, you know.
Yeah.
But
you told me to get the milk. I don't know what to say.
Exactly. But the exhaust is probably the biggest hang up, and especially with turbo, because like I said, I'm running a full 4-inch out exhaust out the back, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's just loud. But
what exhaust are you running on your 4.6s or 302s, Blaine?
Again, whatever I find used on Marketplace.
I'm gonna guess Flowmaster, MagnaFlow, 2.5 to 3-inch pipe, H pipe. You seem like an H pipe guy, not an X pipe.
I am an H pipe guy.
But even though you're a Fox body guy, so maybe you dabble in the X pipe. But
nope. When I started Fox body stuff, H pipes were the only thing on there. So that's what I use.
Throatier, right? Like it's just deeper sound. I like it.
I like them because it gets rid of the pop. You know, in between all the back pressure problems, because it's equal from, you know, halfway down the vehicle. The 48 is just stupid. It's exhaust everywhere. It's unequal. It's just to get over the air ride stuff. And the one goes out the side, one goes over the axle. The 57 is literally a Corvette Flowmaster kit. I bought it at a swap meet and cut up and just put it together the way I wanted it. But it has an H pop with Flowmasters and tailpipes because I can't do exhaust drone and fuel smell. It's just I don't care if I'm working in gasoline all day. I can't smell exhaust on me. It's horrible. I don't like it.
So you keep the cats on all of your stuff?
No. Oh, absolutely. I would never take a catalytic converter off anything. That's against
that's how you.
What are you trying to do? Get us in a courtroom? Come on.
Whoa, wait, yeah.
I've had vehicles that cats were stolen off of.
And see, me too. And then you know what? You just got to put the pipe there, and it's fine. Yeah. It's like we're talking about deleting the diesel or something. Just like we're gonna get in trouble for deleting the.
I'm on probation, Craig. Like, chill.
you do keep mentioning like work releases and things like that. So.
Right. I'm trying to improve my community.
Yeah, right. So the Corvette exhaust is just a Flowmaster kit, you said, or a MagnaFlow? I mean,
it was like the center pipe, and then all the elaborate over the axle things that go on a Corvette to get past its independent rear, and then the mufflers, which worked out perfect because I had a lot of things I could cut up to get bends and straights because I don't have a pipe bender.
No, what exhaust did you say it was again?
It's a Flowmaster kit.
Okay, Flowmaster. Was it like 40 series, or do you know what actual muffler it is?
Just about that long. I guess it's
about
it's 2-chamber at least, maybe 3-chamber.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The Bronco's got it's got Evil Energy exhaust openings. The valves that'll open the cutouts, exhaust. Yeah. And then it's got, I think they're 1-chamber Flowmasters that are dumped out the side. I haven't taken the time to get it over the axle because it's Crown Vic life and it's annoying. I'll probably take it to a muffler shop and let them run tailpipes out of it. But so line lock, exhaust dumps that are remote valves, and a 2-step on the Bronco. So it makes it's insane. Like it is a social media vehicle. Like 100%.
When we end this podcast, can you start that up and 2-step it for us? Or
sure.
It's just going to sound obnoxious over people that are
horrible.
Just listening. But
why
not? Or you can do like
Can you do it?
You can, yeah, right. Or you can let us hear that supercharger or whatever you think is better sound. But
the blower is definitely better, but the Bronco's funner, I think. Unless you're on the road, then that's a different story altogether.
Yeah. Cool. So people can find you on YouTube. They can find you on Instagram, Facebook. They can find you at the Texoma F100 Roundup. And where are you out in Texas again?
We're in Aurora, Texas.
Aurora, Texas. Okay.
Yes.
And you build things similar to me. So I think I'm gonna look at one of your YouTube videos, get your phone number. I already have it, but I just start texting you. I just start texting you like dumb questions and just be like, because you seem like a guy that just figures it out. So
yep.
That's cool.
I am that guy. I feel like y'all are too, though.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you talk to someone that's like a different level than you, they're like, stainless, TIG
that's
welded,
me, stainless.
like all this stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I just got a eBay find or found this at a swap meet or whatever, Cody, you're the pinkies out kind of guy in this conversation there with your turbocharged Coyote. No, I'm teasing. You got like 4 Crown Vic swaps behind you. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at his floor. It's clean.
I know, man.
Hey,
did you
that
mop
was
it?
an
Did you
11
mop it
o'clock
for
last
this?
night deal.
Like I'm gonna have to get off this so I can clean. I got zip ties and dirt.
Oh,
Dude,
you should see the mess that's behind the trucks. I arranged them so you couldn't see all the crap.
Yeah, I have a green screen thing on behind me, so I got no room to talk. I'm not going to show you what's behind me. So
you're really in a brothel? That's what's going on here, Craig.
yeah. Hey guys, be quiet. I'm doing a podcast. Jeez. No, Cody, it's good to have kids too. You can put your kids to work and mop this floor.
Yes. Yeah, I'll give you guys $5 to go clean the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's awesome. I remember your one daughter was like, hey, what can I do to help? We're at Texoma. And I was like, oh, hey, pass out these cards and I'll give you $20. She comes back. She goes, that's not worth $20. There was so many trucks, I took advantage of that too. Like, I feel like it was worth $20, but the kids, they're like, yeah, I'll go.
That's like the Branson show. She's always hustling. Heck, a couple years ago, I don't remember how many people she was convincing to buy the F100 cool hats and shirts and stuff down there. So
really, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. She's awesome, man. I mean, I think it's awesome that Dennis Weingartner and everybody's just kind of like helps out with her and the truck. Are building for her and the seat and stuff like that. So speaking of that, Blaine, it's a bit of a drive for you, but have you ever thought about going to the Ozark Mountain Run in Branson, Missouri?
I have not.
Yeah, grab the family and come out. Yeah, it's what is it? The 4th? Is it the last weekend of July, Cody?
Well, they moved it this year. It's
again?
I think it's
okay.
Yeah, I think it's the 15th and 16th of August now. They've actually pushed it back a little further. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think there was some issues with the hotel. They had to push it back. So,
what were you saying, Blaine?
So, and don't persecute me for lack of Branson knowledge, but the last time I went to Branson, Missouri, I was probably this tall with my parents in our brand new '85 Crown Victoria LTD.
Yes.
And we literally couldn't go, like it took you 2 hours to go, like it seemed like 20 feet. How do you do a cruise there?
Oh, you don't, because they'll chastise you, kind of like talking about exhaust. Yeah, you don't. We actually have to leave the hotel to go to the town over to do a cruise.
Okay,
but as someone who's going to come out and drive your truck there, whatever type thing, right? If you do, there's a lot of roads now that there's like red road, blue road, green road that are shortcuts to get to other parts of the strip. So it's
around the main drag. Yeah.
It's a lot easier than 1985, which is also when I was, going to Branson as a kid. So it's just like, but yeah, it's a good show. It's been going on 40 years and the guy that runs it right now is like, a good friend and he's so awesome. He's just going to keep going for the next, 10 years. Randall Brown, he's going to do a great job. I just know it. So it's a good show to go to, and I'd say it's a little smaller than Texoma. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we average about 100 trucks. Seems like
I feel like Texoma does like 250, maybe a little more. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I bet they broke 300 a couple times, Craig.
Yeah, they have. It's always. I feel like the problem they always have is they run out of room at the downtown area, and then they keep trying to go. This is Texoma, They keep trying to go to the park, but then it just rains just enough where it's like,
Yeah.
you go there because there's plenty of room there, you know. But
Well, we went
anyway.
to CTN last year, and when it rained, I'm surprised they let anybody back in that park. That thing was tore up by the time everybody got out of there. And it wasn't anybody being, stupid.
No,
just leaving,
yeah.
But it's just like that's a lot. And that's a nice
$3,000 truck just goes back there and sinks into the mud. 3,000 pound.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
I can remember cops running us off for sitting on the swing sets at 2 a.m. and they're letting these people do all this stuff. Like, golly, times have changed.
That's cool. Yeah. The what other shows in the Texas area around you that you're going to for people that are listening that could come out and see at other shows? Is it?
Man, honestly, CTN and the Roundup are the ones we do around here, just because it's close enough.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't, my elaborate social media life, I can't, whatever. They're close and they're big and they're fun.
Yeah. It's easy.
I mean? Yeah. I would give anything to be on a street curb on a Friday night at 2 a.m. waiting on somebody else to street race. Like, that's just the reality of it. And nobody does that anymore that I can find.
Yeah.
You see kids doing takeovers and doing dumb shit in an intersection. That's not what I'm talking about. Just hanging out, and just it may only be 4 or 5 of you, but it's gone. Like, I don't ever see anybody doing that. I don't know.
Go to Tennessee.
Is that the way it is in Tennessee?
I mean, probably shouldn't talk about it, but you put 1,000 people that love their Ford trucks at the Grand Nationals or Super Nationals, and probably shouldn't even name the show, but there's a couple people that do cruises just impromptu, things like that, and there's a couple people doing dumb stuff, but besides like kind of what you're talking about, actual street racing, I don't think there's really that. But there is places that we all hang out sometimes, and there's a few people that do things they're not supposed to probably, but
right.
It's the community out there is pretty close, similar to what you're talking about on, that feeling you get whenever you would go out when you were a kid doing street racing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without the actual dangerous street racing necessarily, but it's cool because you'll just drive along the strip. And ironically, Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, what's the other one? Sevierville, they're like right next to each other.
Yeah.
When you drive around there, there's just like random sections of or I should say parking lots of just 4 or 5 trucks hanging out. So you just pull in and hang out with them. You know what I mean? You go to a restaurant, they're there too. You hang out with them. So have you ever thought about going to Grand Nats or Super Nats?
I'm sorry, Craig?
Have you ever thought about going to Grand Nationals or Super Nationals?
Man,
I'm sure you thought about it. But
I've thought about it. It always seems like it's the next weekend after the Roundup or the weekend before the Roundup.
Yeah.
It's
so I never know how to navigate it. I don't plan well. I'm a procrastinator, so it's like, like you're telling me about this stuff, and you guys obviously do it all the time and do it every year. And I'm like, well, that dog's cute, and I'll pet that puppy, and
yeah.
So
that's funny.
I would love to do that stuff, but again, it'd be more than likely a solo trip, which I'm not opposed to. I've done those before too, but you never know. Text me. Now that you have your phone number, and keep me in line.
Yeah, we'll do. Keep you in line, yeah. Cool, man. Well, I will see you at Texoma, and that is technically May 3rd or May 2nd? May 2nd.
I think it's May 2nd.
Yeah. Yep. And I will see you May 1st at the cruise. What is it called? I came up with the name and I already forgot what the cruise is called. It's called Casino Run, right?
Yeah.
And it's a good cruise.
Into the casino?
6, yes. It starts out, I forget now. Where does it start, Cody? Do you know? I just looked at it and forgot.
Oh, I think he posted it's the Quick Trip or something just down from the host hotel, and then it ends up at the Wyndham Casino back across the state line.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good cruise too.
It's a good time.
Really good. There's parts of it that are slow for those guys that can't accelerate very hard, and there's parts of it where you have to go real fast. So it's kind of a good mix,
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't see too many Texas cops there, so I don't know.
Right.
Maybe you can do some two-step at some of the stop signs we're at. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. DPS around here is no joke. They don't the stuff they got to deal with. They don't tolerate. Like, sit down.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. I'd be the same way.
Well, they're probably Chevy guys because I know there's Chevy's bigger in Texas than Ford. So
maybe it is a jealousy deal. I don't know.
They're in a Crown Vic judging you in your Crown Vic Ford or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, hey, I appreciate your time, dude. It was great talking to you. I want to do this again in a few months or something, or sometime next year. We talk more about, the techie stuff and shoot the manure, since I, probably shouldn't cuss. And you know what I mean? And like, I kind of like getting together, and we'll definitely do this again with you at the show. I probably go and pick your brain there and say hi to you, and maybe we'll get a video out, and Cody will be there, and then we'll be sure to send you pictures when we're at Grand Nationals with 1,000 trucks around us that you should be at.
Right? Peer pressure, huh?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how you get people there. You're like, oh, you can't go? Like, here's this awesome, layout of all these trucks in a parking lot. Have fun, No, kid. But cool, man. I will see you at Texas. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to check out Mugg Customs, that's Mugg Customs. YouTube is where to go for a lot of his content. Just really cool stuff. If you're interested in some builds or some details of how he did it, you can hit him up on Instagram. He also has a good Facebook going, and I'll be sure to share some of his stuff on Ford for 100 World Group. The group's at about 280,000+ right now, so it's a great place to find people like Mugg Customs that build all that stuff. I'd like to film like one video of you doing a burnout or something. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it right now.
Yeah.
Dude, that's freaking cool. I love it.
That is cool. Oh, okay.
Give it a shot and see what happens.
Let's do it, yeah. If you guys are listening to the podcast, check this video out on Spotify and YouTube. He's doing Burnout. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Dude, that's sick.
That's awesome.
He just did a Burnout where he plays basketball with his kid. That's awesome. That's great.
I just send you one. Yeah, I'll have to get with him when we go to Texas.
Yeah, I think we need to do a Burnout or something. Which one did he say he's bringing?
I thought you said that one.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We're gonna make him break it.
Dude, that is so cool.
That is cool. Look, it's got a red tailgate or whatever it's called. That's awesome. It's a cool Bronco.
Yeah. I've seen what he's talking about, the hate that people get for two-wheel drive stuff.
Yes,
it's like,
yeah. Devin from
run away.
Oh yeah. What'd you say? Hey, do it again. Do it again.
You didn't hear it?
No, not a thing.
I forgot to let off the line lock. I was like, why ain't it going anywhere? There's like 15 buttons going on, man.
I know, right? And you're holding a mic.
But I'm telling you, that is the funnest thing you're ever going to drive in a lot. You're not going to outrun everybody,
awesome.
But it's fun. Like, I've been in a gas station before, and a guy come up to me while I'm waiting in line to get some food made, and he's like, "Is that your Bronco?" And I'd be like, "Why? Like, why are you asking?" He's like, "Nah, I dig it, man." He goes, I really like it. He goes, "It's an absolute shit box, but I like it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the stance. It's got a good stance on it, dude.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thanks, man. And I've got a different set of wheels and tires too. I got 15s with big tires, so it looks like a 70s Bronco. Then those are actually 18-inch wheels off
those.
like a Chrysler Charger, Challenger.
Really?
Those all look the same to me. Yeah,
I kind of like how it fills the wheel well up, like really well, and the stance is
and you
really
can see
good.
the front fender the wheel well's been pushed up. Same as that.
Okay.
So the section.
Okay, yeah, I see that now. Yeah.
And the goal was to put it together and paint it and do all that stuff, but then it's just it's too much fun.
No, don't.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. It reminds us of that one vehicle in Roadkill.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It had like the red fender and things like that. I wish I remembered the name of that car.
The truck. It was the C10, wasn't it?
What was it? They did it to the truck. They did it to a Dodge. They always just kind of put, But I like it, dude. While you're over there, we're just over here talking about it while you're grabbing the mic. We're like, dude, that thing is cool.
It's just cool.
It's right.
Hey, Blaine. Do you think Cody should do a in-shop burnout?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing if he doesn't. I don't know what we're doing.
What's going on, dude?
I guess I can.
I guess.
Do you have
That's the
concrete
spirit.
outside?
No, I don't. It's just in the shop.
You don't have to, but it looks like you've already done it before.
No, I feel like
Yeah, I do
has
it all
to.
the time. My kids love it.
Yeah, do it. All right, here we go. The audio on that's like, that's
Sound
awesome.
like a
dude.
Tesla. It
It
don't
did.
look like one.
No, that was a Coyote turbocharged right there.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, but man, this Zoom call stuff must be limiting the audio. It just sounded like,
Yeah.
but it was cool, dude. It was good. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
It's-
for doing burnouts. I can't do a burnout. Sorry.
This guy.
I can't. My truck won't do a burnout.
Bring it down. We'll figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, I bet you will. Yeah. All righty, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cody, for being on here. Thank you, Blaine.
Yep.
It was great talking about
Thanks
your
for having
shop. And man,
Yeah.
it was great talking to you guys. Can't wait to see you at Texas. And thank you for doing burnouts.
You bet. Anytime.
Yeah.
Check out Mugg Customs on YouTube. And you guys can check out Cody at the Grand Nationals coming up, as well as Texoma and Mugg Customs. All right. Appreciate you guys. See ya.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys checking out the podcast. We hope to get one of you guys on here, or future businesses, or just people like you and I that just might make products for these trucks. Some stories as well, some history of these classic trucks that we love so much. You guys can check out more things like this. There's a community, if you don't know, on Facebook called Florida for Hunter World. We got a couple of them, but the main one is about, at this current moment, 280,000 members. We've got Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're just all about getting the stories, the trucks, and you guys out there. Really appreciate you guys listening, and share it to somebody that you think would like it. Alrighty, guys. See ya. We just want to say thank you to today's sponsor, 3D Classic Car Parts. They make 3D printed truck parts for your classic truck. Check out 3dclassiccarparts.com.